Mr. Steam Trains here, and before this video begins, I'd like to say that all music used in this video belong to the rightful and respective owners. Now, this is episode 1 of the stories of my and maybe even another railway. Now, today's episode is going to be all about the diesel and the little engine that cannot. Now, you might think, this isn't going to be a very interesting video, and you might be right if you don't like trains, right, so I'm going to talk a little bit about the history of the railway, again, right, so, one day, the engines were all in the shed, and, well, not all of them, they can't all fit, but anyways, there was a whole bunch of people, but anyways, so they were interviewing all the engines to see if, for information about the railway to put on a website or, well, right now we're just working on a YouTube channel, but right, it's kind of a website, I guess, but, so, do any of you have any, things to add about our report? You see, even though my number, said Peter, I'm one of the oldest engines here, besides the little engine and the diesel, and maybe even the trolley. But yeah, me too. I was here after Peter, but right. So would you like to add anything to our report? Yes, actually. Okay. What would that be? Now, there's a lot of engines we could have mentioned in that report, but there was one that stood out to us all, and he only lasted about when the channel begun. That's right, we know about it. But, yes. So this engine was a very unique engine. We're not sure where he went. He just disappeared one day. Really, can you please tell us about this engine? Well, all I know is that it was steam-powered, I think. But it couldn't drive itself. I had to push it around, or the little engine that had to push it around. I think I might remember that engine, maybe even me, but not me, or me. It seems the engine just disappeared one day, and we didn't find another trace of it. It was a very odd-looking locomotive. It had I think it was a blade at the front, and it was shaped like a box, and it was a very strange locomotive. And, what exactly did this locomotive do? Well, in times of winter, it would clear snow. Oh, a rotary snowplow. Yeah, that's what it is. That's it. But this engine just disappeared one day without a trace, and we haven't been able to find it since. And, although we do have a couple of the old coaches from the line we could ask later, they might not be too much help, but they were in the crate with the strange engine when it arrived to the railway. Really? Yes. Now, do any of you else have stories? Well, yes, actually. Said Peter. I remember that there was some blue painted coaches that you could talk to in the scrapyard / repair yard, and they might know something about that strange engine. Really? Where would these coaches be located? Well, they're kind of in the repair shop. We haven't seen them in a couple years. They've been on and off the rails ever since they got here. Yes, it's true, said the little engine and the diesel. Okay, now, what about you? Well, actually, I'm one of the oldest engines, ma'am, so you should probably ask me. Okay, well, I mean, me, I don't really have anything else to say. It's just that when I got here, I was new, so I don't remember exactly what that engine was. Now, what about you two? Well, I don't recall that he had a number, but we do miss him. But, right, you should probably go talk to the coaches in the repair yard if you want some more information. Right, now, we'll go talk to them and see what they have to say. Ah, yes, the rotary snowplow. A very strange locomotive, I have to say. Well, I don't exactly remember what it looked like. Take your time. Okay, I remember that it was black, and, I don't recall having a number, but, back when the controller of the railway was just beginning to fix us, there was a lot of problems, but well, only the little engine and the diesel, but right, I'm trying to remember what that engine looked like. Now, if you really want it, the engine, I have no idea where it went. It just got packed into storage and whatever, and every time the controller looks through there, it isn't there. Okay, could we do a follow-up episode on this? Sure, why not? But yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am running short on time, and bye. But I do hope you've enjoyed this video. Bye. Find out what happened to this mystery engine in the next episode. Bye. And if you want to hear more stories, check out more of the videos on this series.